All right. Good afternoon and welcome everybody to our Sunday free Raphael call, whatever it is. I'm glad to be here with all of you. I apologize. I canceled the Lakshmi event on Friday for two reasons. One, I was meditating and Lakshmi wasn't coming. And after tuning in more, I think we're going to connect with Lakshmi in the mid-November when there's a big celebration of her energy. So we're going to hold on that. And then I've been a little under the weather, but I'm here now and just wanted to connect with all of you. If anybody else is feeling this energy, feeling really intense and big. And I was asking Raphael what was in store for the last quarter of the year, and it seemed like a lot. So it's a really beautiful time to be very centered in alignment with our divinity, grounded, and all of those beautiful things. So what I'd like to do today is bring in Raphael. Casey will say hello, and we'll kind of tune into what energies we can be expecting as we move into this last quarter of 2023. And then we're going to do a centering process or activation. It's my understanding. I'm kind of winging it and allowing spirit to move through me to support you in whatever way comes in. So we will just allow that to happen. And the idea of it is to really center, which is reminding me, excuse me, I've got to grab a blue stone behind me. Oh. Okay. I have this powerful crystal that I'm just loving these days. I want to work with that. All right. So let's all just get in a good centered place and take some nice deep breaths. Coming into the presence of the here and now. It was a late announcement getting out that we had this call today. So we have a small group. And I'm not going to get into all explaining who I am and what I do and how it works, because I hope you have that by now. And if not, just you're along for the ride. Okay. So I'm going to turn off my mic and tone, and I will be back in just a minute.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
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 Wow. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. We are very delighted to be invited to be here today and to work with and attune to this vessel in our communication with you from higher realms. And as you're very aware, there are many energies that are present as you have been connecting with much larger and galactic energies that are here during this time. And a reminder that all of this energy, although at times may be a lot and a bit overwhelming, it is here in a very supportive way. However, it requires for you to be in a certain state of consciousness in order to receive it and to be able to assimilate and integrate it. And so we are here today in the support of that and aligning with that and opening up the spaciousness to receive this in the most beautiful way. And so, hello.
Hello. So, Raphael, can you take us a little bit more through this energetic shift that's happening on the planet and how it's affecting people? They might not feel well or they feel really out of sorts. And what kind of practices and things can they do to get their energy realigned as this energy infiltrates the planet?
It is a very powerful energy and it is extraordinarily expansive. And as you are moving through it and moving into what you call the full moon coming up in the energy and the vibration of Pisces, a lot of emotion may arise. And at the same time, it will be expanding everything. And so it will be expanding the elements, and meaning there will be more fire and more water and more movement, but it will also be expanding abundance. It will be expanding something you're focused on, expanding where your energy and intent is. It is a very expansive energy that is moving very rapidly. So you may be feeling a deep sense of peace, a sense of joy, a sense of excitement, or you may be very rattled by it at this time, for there is a lot of acceleration with this energy, a lot of movement with this energy. And so harnessing it and being the ascended masters that you are, and the work in which we are doing to assimilate all of these templates of light, to connect them within your energetic field, to turn them on for you to be able to embody more light, is very needed, as you are able to contain and be a container for the expanded energy. And so your energetic field in itself must also expand so that you can hold all of the energy. And so it is vital that you are clear on your focus, on your intent, what it is that you are wanting to expand, where your energy is placed, where you are putting your attention. And there will be a lot of things that will rise up and come into the experience from the collective consciousness. And there will be a lot of energy that will want to divert your attention in other directions, in other dramas and other potential focuses. And we are encouraging you to disconnect, to unplug from any distraction, any drama that may be arising, and to continue to find your center, to find the center within your own sphere, the dot within the wholeness of all that is, to anchor it into the cube, into the earth, to bring it up into the heavens, beyond the crown, into the galactic source, past the great central sun, into higher dimensions, and to anchor energy that comes from source itself all the way through the dimensions, through your crown, through your body, into the earth, into the core, into the cube, and to anchor that pillar of light and to be that pillar and to expand that light, to hold that light, to be familiar with your energetic field, and to support it with lightness, meaning light. Light is what is happening. There is so much light. And as the light comes in, it exposes, it brings awareness to perhaps those things in which you could not see before, for the light is simply shining upon it, not meaning that it was not there before, but you did not have the capacity or the bandwidth or the vibrational spaciousness to be an observance of it. And so when it arises at times, you may be quite surprised that that was there because you never knew it was there before. So there will be a lot of revealing, unraveling of many energies on many different levels, whether it be collectively, whether it be in certain systems or structures, or the earth itself as there is shifting and changing. And so we are here today to support you in the remembering of your capacity to anchor yourself, to ground yourself, to eat really clean and healthy with as much light within the food in which you're absorbing into your energetic and cellular being, to be very disciplined in your practices of breath and meditation and clarity and stillness and all the things in which you know to do. This is a time to implement them, to put them fully into practice, to awake in the morning with your your feet upon the ground in a deeper knowing of your intention for the day, in gratitude for what is. For this is not a time to get sidetracked, to get distracted, to get caught up in the whirlwind of energies and dramas that may be coming in very rapidly. And if something expands within your energetic field that is participatory in the collective as needed for the unveiling, the clearing, and the healing that is occurring right now, then we invite you to remain centered, to breathe, to find joy, to find laughter, to recognize the impermanence of whatever may be or may not be occurring, and to have a sense of great perspective around all of that. This energy will ignite so much. And so where you're focusing your attention, where you're placing it, will be expanding exponentially. Things will be growing very rapidly. There will be new inventions, new technologies, new teachings, new understandings, explosive energy, abundant energy aligned with that of your creation. And at the same time, we'll be working with the energy of alchemy, alchemizing the elemental energies as they too will be expanding and yet very much needed to come into back into alignment and to balance. This will also be a very important time for those who perhaps in your collective society have been marginalized, have been unheard, have not been seen, have somehow gotten what we might call the shaft in a sense, in certain manipulative behaviors by others. This will be a time of great revolution, of rising, of speaking one's truth, of demanding equality, of coming into a place of oneness. And so there may be demonstrations, there may be callings for change, there may be more of a need to have grassroots movements. Needs to come together in smaller communities to gather together. And so all of this is beautiful, and it is all divinely unfolding in its perfection. And so what we are inviting you to do is to utilize the practices that you have been given and to connect with them, to work with them, and to be disciplined in them as they are inviting you to remain centered.
Thank you, Raphael. So could you take us through some practices right now to help us center in and expand our bandwidth to hold this energy?
Yes. We're inviting you to take a nice deep breath, breathing in and coming into the presence of the here and now, becoming aware of your own energy field, your own life force energy. Can you feel that energy in your body as you breathe and settle in? Are you able to attune to the life force energy in your body, the energy right now that is beating your heart without your conscious intent or programming? The life force energy that is operating within your internal structure and form, attune to its vibration and frequency. Begin to connect with your entire energetic template field. And in doing so, you can even take your hands, lifting them up, and begin to bring in from the heavenlies above energies into your body. Bringing your hands down and moving into the earth, feeling yourself connecting with the Great Mother and her core, and pulling her energy up now from beneath you, becoming conscious and aware of the pillar of light between the heavenly forms above beyond and through even the great central sun, and all the way down as a vibrating light frequency into the core of the earth. You are this light, allowing this light to expand now and to widen, and aware of the tube or pillar of light that you are in, and expanding its circumference now so that it is about 3 feet wide. And you are sitting in a tube of the most beautiful golden plasmic light that is moving through your whole body, connected to the heavenly realms, and attuned and connected and grounded deep into the core of the earth. Finding your own center now, begin to center this energy within the star of energy beneath you, which is your own earth star. Becoming aware of the bottom of your body, whether you are in a seated position or with your feet on the floor. Connect now as you are moving down and rooting yourself into the earth. Find the center point of your own being and become centralized, centered within your own self and within the pillar of light. Moving straight up the pillar, go above the crown now and bring your awareness to a small sphere of light. This light is hovering about 8 inches above your head. Bring your awareness to this light. It is like a small, radiant, golden sphere of energy. Connect to this light now. Can you bring your awareness to the light above your head, hovering there, connecting and attuning to it, becoming aware of awareness itself? While that energy is there, bring your conscious awareness now to your left shoulder. And above your left shoulder is another sphere of golden light, about 3 inches in circumference, connecting to this sphere, just aware that it is there. Now bring your awareness to your right shoulder, and the same thing, attuning to the ball of light that is there. And now these balls of light are drawing lines between them, and they are forming a triangle that is multiplying and forming a tetrahedron. Aware that your head now is inside a pyramid, and this pyramid is beginning to fill with light, and you are expanding and feeling this light around your head. Just allow yourself to connect to it. And now this pyramid is going to grow and expand as if the spheres or balls above your shoulders are dropping down and coming out on an angle and are to the left and the right of your elbows, forming a tetrahedron above you. And as this occurs, there are ones in front of you, a sphere, and a sphere behind you, hovering in front of, between the heart and solar plexus, and a tetrahedron is anchoring down inside the Earth star. This is creating an octahedron energetic field that is interlocking. This is the star or Merkaba, and it is beginning to fill with light. Your whole body now is filling with a golden light, and the energy is connecting now at your solar plexus to a spiral. Feel the energy ejecting or connecting to the solar plexus and connecting to the age that you are right now. As you connect to it, this is where you are on the linear time spectrum of the unfolding in your human experience. You can state out loud, I am X amount of numbers of years old in this now moment, in my human body, having my human experience. And I'm going to travel now with you and the other beings of light backwards, in a sense, as a portal opens, bringing me to a special place where recalibration and an expansion of my energetic field, centering me to be prepared for the upcoming months so that I may be a beacon of immense and beautiful light that radiates love, remaining centered and in the greatest and highest frequency for my own being and the collective and all that ever has been and ever shall be. Now become aware that at your belly button is a spiral, and it is almost like connecting in there, and you're becoming aware of it. This spiral moves through time, and you can just relax now and follow and listen to my voice, as there's going to be a centering and activation happening. This energy now, at the age that you are, is reversing, and you are moving back 10 years from the age you are now. And as you move through the spiral, you are landing back in your energetic body 10 years ago. This is very interesting because you start to become aware of how much more light you are carrying now than you were 10 years ago, and how much your energetic template has amplified, grown, received wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You're passing through this energy field, going back now further. And this time you're arriving at a time of being a teenager, connecting into your energetic field there and the beautiful vibration that you were, and part of the innocence and purity that surrounded you. Connecting and moving back into childhood, you're arriving now at the age 7, becoming aware of yourself and your energetic body at age 7, returning to this spaciousness and aware of the light that is there. Moving back now, you're going into infancy. You're only a few months old now, connecting into the form and the deep remembering of being a newborn baby, exploring the colors and shapes and sounds in the human form and in this experience, but conscious and aware that you came from somewhere else, and yet you have no way of expressing that in this place you're in now. Now take a nice deep breath and allow yourself to move back inside the womb of your mother. You are inside her womb. This is a place that is very comforting and beautiful, and you feel fluid around you. You are in a curled up position and you are just floating in the space here, aware of awareness, and yet not placing any attention upon it other than the absorption of color, vibration, sound, energy, and movement. You were all of that and aware of all of that then. However, you did not assign meaning to it. It simply just was. Attuning to this energy now in the dark blackness of this space, become aware of a small hole. It is like a portal of sorts, and it is going to open now for you. As it opens, you begin to move very rapidly through space, and you find yourself floating in the emptiness of nothing. You are nowhere, and you are nothing, just aware of awareness itself, floating in the emptiness of space, moving very rapidly until you find yourself coming up against something that feels like a gravitational pull or an energy of some sort. And as you come up against it, you feel a vacuum feeling as if the energy is imploding inward. And as it does, you freely move with it and toward it as you rapidly spin through this dark space that is beautiful and connected to everything like a web or fabric of light. This is a net of sort, holding and containing all of creation itself, and you find yourself inside of it, held within the wholeness of everything. And as you are in it, again, surprisingly, you find yourself bumping up against something, and the energy opens again as you move through another tunnel of sorts, like a vacuum or portal. But this time, as you move toward it and through it, the energy shifts and you feel a sense of a light. This light is very, very bright. It is at times overwhelming and all-consuming, and it feels so beautiful, as if you are madly in love with it. It is a consciousness of pure love, and it vibrates brighter and greater than the sun itself. You are just floating in this beautiful space, and you feel at peace and at oneness with everything. And you have some time here to just be in the light. There is a warmth and a glowing love that you feel inside of you. And as you float within it, slowly something begins to form. And as it forms, it begins to form in something familiar to you, the form of a beautiful being, one with an open heart that is so ever present and loving. And this energy begins to form in the familiarity of a physical body, and its hands are raised and up, and its hands reach out to you, oh, so gently, And as they reach toward you, you place your energy toward it. And as you touch the hand, all of a sudden, you are in your body again, in the form that you know yourself to be in now, the age that you stated at the beginning of your process. You are holding the hand of this great divine being, and it is looking in your eyes. This being is so loving, the tears come to your eyes, and a deep sensation or need or feeling to fall to your knees calls upon you. And yet, as you fall to your knees in complete reverence to this light, it gently places its hand upon the crown of your head, and light starts to pour through your whole body as if it is pouring a pitcher of light into your crown. And as it comes in, it is like water made of gold filling your whole body. And you feel as if your body is radiating like a halo of golden light everywhere, as if you are completely glowing, and yet you remain on your knees, just in the receiving of this energy, breathing it in and allowing yourself to receive this beautiful light as it is moving through you, and it is finding every little part and moving into everything. You're starting to feel revitalized, energized, free, and alive. The being moves back a few steps, and you look up, and all you see is someone who loves you so much, someone who sees you completely. And you stand now as he places his hand within yours, coming to your feet. You are a radiant being of light, and you are glowing. And this energy looks to you so gently and invites you to follow him. And you do. And as you walk, you notice that you are beaming light, the same light that he is beaming. And together you walk through a pathway. And as you walk together, things are starting to become more clear. You're noticing the garment upon this being and the halo on his head, aware of beautiful angels standing all around you, and a dome of light in front of you in the formation of a golden spiral made of pearlescent colors. Like the mother of pearl, it shimmers in the light, and a door is open. And as you enter the door, there is the most beautiful woman there. She is a great goddess, and she sits in the center of the dome. She says, "My dear child, I see that you are glowing with golden light. I see who you are, and that you have received a great blessing from the great master. Come closer, my dear child. Come closer to me." As she sits in the position cross-legged in meditation state, adorned with beautiful offerings and crystals and gems and flowers and bounty of great abundance all around her, she invites you to come now closer. And as you do, she stands right in front of you, and you stand directly in front of her. You are looking into her beautiful eyes and her glowing and flowing hair, the warmth within her heart, the gentle softness within her belly, the sweetness of nectar connecting with her and her love. She says, "I want you to know how to hold this light when you return. For you see, my dear child, there is much happening on earth, and you chose to be on earth for all of this happening. You have special work to do, things to build, places to go, people to meet. You have light to share. You have light to spread. You have services to perform. You have love to give. And I am here to remind you to keep your light shining, to maintain your light, to maintain your sense of center, to radiate with abundance, and know the golden coins are all around you, expanding you into the prosperity vibration that opens space for you to activate all the gifts within you. She invites you now to bring your awareness to your heart center. And as you do so, she invites you to be aware of the beautiful sphere of light in front of your heart. Locate it now. And as you locate it, it is hovering between her heart and yours, for she is taking light from her own being within her own heart, and she is passing it like a ball to you, and it is going in your heart. Bring the energy with your awareness as you summon it now into your own heart center. And now, as you do so, make it smaller, as if it is a concentrated light. And this concentrated light is very powerful, but it is becoming so small in your heart, as if it is the size of a small pea. Bring it in there now and tuck it in your heart. This is like a golden nugget filled with the most powerful, radiant light that comes from the Great Mother. Conscious of it now, she wants you to practice growing it. Bring your awareness into your heart and expand this golden nugget of light so the sphere begins to grow incrementally, allowing it to become larger, like the size of an apple, containing its light and power. You can allow it to grow even larger now like the size of a grapefruit, aware of this sphere and light within your heart. She wants you now to breathe in and bring it in tighter again, smaller, containing it in the size of an apple. And now bringing it in tighter and smaller, back to the size of a pea, a golden nugget in your heart. And now expand it again, this time allowing it to grow as large as like a ball, a soccer ball, bringing it out and aware of the sphere of golden light. And now bring the energy back in, breathing it back in, smaller, back into the nugget in your heart. She looks at you so lovingly, aware that you are aware of the power that resides in your heart of love and compassion and understanding, and your ability to expand it and allow it to come out, as this will bring you back into your center. Now you are looking into her eyes. Her skin is dark. Her eyes are brown. Her hair is black. She is wearing a beautiful red robe. She is so lovely. Her belly is plump, and she is radiating healing light. Feel her beauty and presence. Upon her third eye is a small dot. Bring your awareness to this dot now, and as you do so, notice that it is turning gold. And as it turns gold, she is sending it toward you. At first, it is just hovering like a golden nugget in front of your third eye. Bring your awareness to this sphere of golden light in front of your third eye. And as you breathe in, breathe it into the center of your head, between your left and right hemisphere, moving into the room where the pineal gland is, the crystal of light. This golden nugget or light now is moving toward the pineal gland, and it is becoming so small that it is now inside the pine cone, that in itself is very tiny. This is how small this golden nugget is. Bring your awareness to this part in your head. Bring your awareness to the golden nugget in your pineal gland, aware of the light that is there. And now allow the sphere to widen so that it is encompassing the pineal gland within it. And the pineal gland is sitting in this golden light. Now, aware of this, allow the light to grow as it is becoming larger. and larger. Allow it to expand so that your whole head is inside a sphere of golden light, like a halo around you, aware that your head is in this and aware of this energy. Begin to bring it in, back into your head as it becomes smaller and smaller until it is a sphere of golden light surrounding the pineal gland. Now bring it in even smaller until it is inside the pineal gland. As you are doing this, practicing it, you are this golden light. This light now is sending energy down to your heart. Your head and your heart are connected, and they are creating their own sphere of light. This is so beautiful, radiant energy from your heart to just a bit above your head and all around you. Feel how large and expansive this light is. Now begin to pull it inward. And as it is becoming smaller and smaller, it is focusing itself and moving toward your throat, allowing the energy to go into a smaller sphere, into the center of your throat, becoming smaller and smaller inside your voice box, like a golden nugget, opening up the space for the language of light, vibrating with certain wave frequencies of deep remembering and awareness, discerning the frequencies and vibrations that are coming from others as they are turning on now an energy here of a golden light, so that you may decipher what is resonating with truth and what is resonating with an energy of deception. Tuning to this and turning on your awareness, expanding now and allowing the light to move out. This light is allowing you now to see with your pineal gland and aware of your own sight and capacity to know what is true. This energy is expanding and allowing you to know and to hear what is true. This energy is expanding and aware that you may feel what is true. And you are now lit from the heart above, radiating this beautiful light, standing in the presence of this magical, magnificent, beautiful, loving goddess, the Great Mother. And as you are with her, she asks you now to be aware of your belly and her belly. Her belly begins to grow almost as if it is pregnant with something, pregnant with life, feeling the expansion of her belly, becoming aware of your own belly as if yours is expanding too, as if you are holding within you creation itself. And as you stand across from one another, there is a connecting here, and there is a sphere of golden light between your belly and her belly, as if you are holding it between one another, and it is hovering there. This is a very powerful energy. This energy ignites your center, that you may remain centered within your own power, aligned with your divinity. She sends this sphere of light into your belly, and it gets tucked inside like a little golden nugget of power, connecting to the small golden nugget tucked beneath and within your own belly, aware of awareness itself. You may consciously now expand it as it is becoming larger and larger, like the size of an apple, a grapefruit, a ball, even larger, expanding all around you and connecting now energetically through the column of light to the heart and the throat and the third eye, aware of awareness itself, aware of your power. This energy and its power is there to shine light on others so that you know when they are using their power in alignment with love and service, or whether they are using it simply for their own benefit or to deceive in some way. This energy is activated and turned on within you, in your own being, that you are a sovereign being of divine light. Connecting now and aware of the beautiful goddess in front of you, connecting into and looking at her feet. You feel a sense, as you did before with the great master, to fall to your knees, to bow at her feet, to kiss them left and right, so gently. And as you do so, you place your hands on the top of her feet. And when you do that, you feel a golden shaft of light move down into the earth, and it just keeps dropping so far down through all the space where you are in this etheric realm and all of the dimensions, all the way through all the centers, hitting the atmosphere of the earth, into the earth and into her core. And as you hit the molten core of the beautiful earth, the fire of this bright light and her great majesty, the energy rises back up through the feet of the goddess as if they are glowing with a light so bright. And that light moves into the centers below your belly button and into your legs and into your own feet. And it drops all the way down into the core of the earth. Feel all of this golden light now within you. You are radiating and vibrating in gold. The sunlight cannot even match the type of light we are talking about. The power of this light. You are lit up in a radiant light, the light of the divine. Aware of yourself as this divine, powerful, centered, loving, clear, vital, strong being. You stand before the goddess, bowing in gratitude for these gifts and promising to remain a beacon of light, to remain centered, radiant, expansive, and abundant in every way as you move through your human timeline. Today, the age that you are now, in this moment, is a moment to remember where you are and have become more light. And that light touches and ignites the light within all of those in which you come in contact with. And now the entire temple is radiating with this golden light. And you are aware of the door and the great master as he stands outside of it. The entire temple is glowing as if it is beaming in and out, pulsating in a golden light that is interwoven and intertwining between you and the great goddess. Your energies are forever connected through love. Expanding this energy, begin to bring your awareness to move through the temple, connecting with the great master and returning back to the spiral. And now, as you begin to pass and feel yourself moving very rapidly through the portals, this time, as you enter the dark spaces, you come through with brighter light and you see and energies, experiences, vibrations, understandings are revealed to you because the light now is shining in places where it was not before. And this energy is moving rapidly through your timelines, through the birth process, through all the timelines and experiences that you have had in this incarnation, through your human timeline, back into your present form. I am, however old you are, and I have brought back with me and through all my timelines this golden radiant light within my body that I know how to harness, to activate, to expand and contract, to work with, to connect to know that is me. For I am that I am, connected to the highest of all that is, and attuned and grounded into the core of this dimension in this human body, radiating golden light. aware now of the golden sphere that is all around your whole body. Aware of the beautiful color, aware of the power, aware of its connection to the divine and the divine's connection to you as one. Now bring that sphere in smaller and smaller. And as it becomes smaller, it is more and more concentrated in its power. And as it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, it moves toward your heart, coming into the heart as a golden nugget of light. And now we want you to practice working with this golden nugget by expanding it and contracting it every day and aware of its power and the light that it shines upon all things, that you may see and hear and feel with clarity, deep knowing, and that you can place within it anything you intend. And as you place your intention within the golden nugget, within your heart, you can expand it as far as you would like, and the energy will fill that expansion with your intention so that it mirrors your experience. And so it is. And for now, you may place the intention of love in your heart, the intention to love yourself, to love all of those around you, to love the earth, and to remember to choose love over fear in every moment. Taking a nice deep breath and breathing in, coming back into the presence of the here and now. Thank you for joining the Sunday call. We're going to be working starting in mid-September with Merlin's energy, the elements, and helping us connect with all the elements, all of the shapes within Metatron's cube, vibrational sound, color, energy, magic, to support us as we go through the fall and in completing the year. And to remember to laugh and have some fun, because Merlin loves to have fun, to be playful. So I'll send out in the replay the information if you want to join that magic for a few weeks with us. Other than that, I love you all. I hope you have a beautiful day. And practice with that nugget, okay? So a couple ways you can do that is you can bring it into the heart as something small, really tiny, and then just expand it as far as you can, and then bring it back in. And then expand it and bring it back in. And if you can only do one area a day, I would do the heart. And then, yeah, obviously you can go into your solar plexus and do it. into your throat, into your third eye, into your crown, your root, all your different energy centers. And just keep expanding that golden light and expanding that pranic tube, and just continuing to hold the vibration of, it's kind of like raining, the energy to me always looks like it's like raining zeros and ones, right? But in gold, and it's vibrating and it's coming down like this. So you just want to keep expanding that and then having it flowing. Keep that energy really flowing and moving down into the earth, then flowing back up into the heavens, and keep it going and practice that every day. And as we move through these energies, that will really keep you, first of all, centered and balanced, with the capacity to keep choosing joy and laughter. And it will also illuminate, because you'll have so much light. It'll illuminate for you what it is that you need to see in making decisions. It will illuminate all kinds of things. It'll bring clarity for you, and it will support you in aligning with other and connecting with other vibrations that are vibrating at that really high frequency, right? Which we all want to feel and experience together. So let's make September, October, November, and December these magical, abundant, beautiful months where we're really in this expansive energy, because Raphael talked about how it's expanding everything. And the more light we have, that light then through our intention is focused on whatever we're placing within those nuggets. So when you wake up in the morning, you can choose. You're going to place in your golden nugget, whatever you're going to choose, and then expand it, right? And contract it, and expand it and contract it. And as you're expanding it, what happens is you're expanding the container to hold within that luminous light that intention, and then that intention becomes so. So if you want to see the earth very stabilized and expanded into peace and unity and love, that's what you place in the nugget, right? Within your heart. If you want to place within there a business growing, or a love relationship blooming, or a new beautiful baby being born, whatever it is, you place your intention within the golden nugget, and you keep working energetically within the nugget, and then expanding, and then contracting, and then expanding. And do in place within the intention within all energy centers. And then your energetic body becomes the manifestation of that golden nugget within your energetic field. And it can't not vibrate, mirror, and match that, because that is what you have placed there. But it requires practice. And that's why we keep doing all this work with the light codes, because we're bringing more light into the body, right? And so Raphael calls them different names. We have the abundance code, or the Merlin code, or the light language code, or the Kali code, to be in our power, or the DNA code. And they all focus in on different parts that we're growing in our being to illuminate more light. But ultimately, energetically, they're doing the same thing. And when you are encompassing all those codes, it's like the template lights up. And that's why we're doing all this work together. That's why I'm doing this, is to expand that and illuminate more light within all of us together. And then that light connects with each other, right? And then that expands on the grid around the earth. So this is good stuff. But it's not something we were taught, and we don't usually practice working with our energetic body. And so, we have our breathing practice in the morning, or I have my cold plunge or my yoga or whatever, but we should also have our energetic template body practice. And that's what I do every morning when I work with all of you in the I Am membership. If you guys are ready, anybody who wants to join us in the light codes in the membership, you get to expand through all the codes, all this light in your body. And if you don't have time to do that, then at least do this piece that I shared with you today, that Raphael came in. And today it felt like it wasn't really clear. It almost felt like the male energy was like Christ energy. And then the divine goddess might have actually been like Amma for some reason, or could have been Mother Mary or Lakshmi or Kali, right? But it's that same beautiful goddess energy. So that's what we're doing. And I'm glad you got on today. I'll give you a feel for everything. And the next code is late code will be to work with color, sound, vibration, magic, alchemy in a playful, fun way with Merlin. All right. So I'll see everybody who's in my IM membership in the morning tomorrow. We're going to keep doing light language. It's been really fun. I think there's like 100 people live in the code, and about 250 because a lot of people don't get on live. And everybody so far is talking in light language. So really kind of fun. Okay. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. I guess I'll unmute. Let's see. How do I do that? I think I would know that by now. I mean, I do know it, but hold on. There we go. All right. Mwah. Bye, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank
Kelly.
you, Kelly.
Thank
Love
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Love.
Thank you
Thank you
so much.
Love, love,
you,
love.
Kelly.
Love,
Thank
love,
you.
Love,
love.
love, love.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
Thank
much.
you.
Your timing was perfect, Kelly.
Good.
Yes, thank
Love,
you
love,
so
love.
much, Kelly.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much, everyone. Thank you,
Love.
Thank
Kelly.
you, everybody.
Love,
Thank
love,
you, Miss
love.
Kelly. Love you.
Love,
Love
love, 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 love.
you. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen.
Love, love, love.
Love, love, love.
Shalom.
What?
Love, love.
Love, love.
Love,
Shalom.
love.
I see you there, Vasiliki. I'm sending you healing light.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was wonderful.
You're welcome. All right.
Thank you.
Hi, Angel Raphael.
Oh, who is that? Who is that?
Hi.
Hi. Can I see who that is? Hold on. I love seeing the baby. What?
It's
Cruz. Hello, sweetheart. Mwah.
Hi.
Hi.
Want to tell her your name?
My name is Soul. So.
Oh, what a beautiful name. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you, darling.
Thank you, Kelly.
Mommy.